Hello and welcome back to another Trickcoin TCG video with me, Alex. Today we are looking upon a video blog for Pokeval 2021 here in Oslo, Norway, and this is an esport event that happened last weekend. So, in collaboration with Pokemania and Eldorado Esports, they were able to make an unofficial nationals for 3 days. I still didn't know what to play for this weekend, and unfortunately, my cards got stuck in a mail, so I couldn't play with the cards that we ordered. I was supposed to play Suicune this weekend, but unfortunately, we needed to go for a second choice, so I ended up with playing Seishin Samazenta. Here's the list that I played for Pokeball 2021. This is Seishin Samazenta deck. I feel like this deck is pretty normal as it should be, like what people have been seeing online, these kind of things. The first round we did play against Dragapult. I think the Dragapult player was pretty new to playing Dragapult as well. It went really slow as well by from his point. I won round one of the best of three. Playing Station, hitting all the energies, doing what you really do wanted, intrepid sorting, attaching multiple energies to Station in a turn. So that went really well. So in game two, I was basically able to fix the math with Dragapult so good that it was like unbelievable. So I just scooped the second game because I did see that he had the game anyways, and he could have just shown me the cards that he had in hand. So we didn't have that many minutes left in the round for round one as well against this Dragapult player with the Station Samazenta. So He did basically go for a tie in the first round. It's absolutely fine by me, like for the first round. It's better to tie than lose the matchup. But it went really well in round two. We'll face Blissey, and Blissey is really slow as well against Sation. And I get really, really nuts plays with Sation. It was like triple energies on Sation, switching multiple times, and then doing knockouts and gusting every turn. The bosses was so amazing by drawing with them with Oranguru. Like Oranguru is so insane with like all of these things. Like playing the Rotom phone, stacking everything, using Oranguru, Intrepid sorting with Sation, doing all of these kind of things. It's so good. That went into a two wins in a row in that round. Drew really good against that player really fast as well. Into round three, we played against um, Shadow Rider. And I think that Shadow Rider player did some minor mistakes, but I think this was also fairly new to playing Shadow Rider. And I think also the matchup against like Sation Summon Center versus that Shadow Rider deck is really good, since you have Summon Center to block the VMAX, you have Station taking out of Creamy, you have all of your Gusts, and you really don't care that much, like for most of the things. Even Raihan does this job to get those cards back into play anyways, and by me drawing multiple saucers and doing what Sation want to do in Intrepid sorting to 3 energies to a Sation, I think the game is pretty much over from that point. So it went into like a 2-0 matchup against that. So at that point in the third round, I had 2 wins and 1 draw. And when it come up to the fourth round, was facing Daniel, and he's a really good player when it comes to Dragapult. So I faced Dragapult once again. Technically, I think the matchup against me and Daniel was really close. I don't know who won the first or the second game, but I think he won the first game, if I'm not mistaken. Very dominant in how he played Dragapult and how you're supposed to play Dragapult. But in game two, I clutched out with like having Sation doing the multiple things that I needed to do as a Sation player, and yeah, got the knockouts that I needed. In the third game, that was really huge. Unfortunately, Danny actually priced his fourth and last Pathway Peak in the matchup. He placed 4 in the list. So the only way that Danny can win the matchup is like having his Dragapult on the bench, making me gust and remove the stadium in play. Fortunately, I drew everything I needed that turn and tried to gust the Dragapult. And so I did end up winning the matchup against Daniel as well. So at that point, we are 3 wins and a 1 draw. And into the last round, I was supposed to play against former world champion Tobias. I think Tobias at that point were pretty tired of playing, so we unfortunately just intentional drew. I think he didn't want to play the matchup. For my point in perspective, I don't want to play the matchup because I think they're favored in this matchup. So we just intentional drew. So I can talk a little bit about how this ended up in what was supposed to be the top 8. I'm pretty sure the top 8 was structured by Sylveon Urshifu, Suicune, Seishin Zamazenta, another Suicune, I think it's Rayquaza, yeah, Dragapult, Single Strike Urshifu. So, where do I stand by that point? I think where I did stand by that point when Tobias' father, that's the TO of this tournament, said that I needed to play against Dragapult once again to be in the 3rd seat. So I needed to face Daniel once again for the top 8. My top 8 matchup went what Sation wanted to do. Intrepid Sword with 3 energies in play, 1-shot Dragapult. I had like one of the turns even in game 2 where I could have Intrepid Sworded and Metal Saucered to everything. So I think unfortunately for Daniel that I drew absolutely nuts against how Sation are supposed to be played. So I won against Daniel in the top 8 for the Pokeval tournament. and made it to the semifinals. Unfortunately, I needed to be on stream, so um, I needed to play against Marton. Marton is a really good player as well. He did play Suicune Ludicolo, and even by me starting in the first game, I did start with Oranguru and needed to pass with a Cape of Toughness in play. And that's pretty much the worst start you can have in this deck. Even by going first, I did lose the first game. So I thought of myself, it's no way that I can win the last rounds, or he just winning 2-0. So unfortunately, I got to clutch out in how game 2 was played. I don't know if it was some magical draws or what happened, really. So I did got into clutch out a win in game 2. The problem is, like, we have really bad of timing by this point. And I think it was Theater that was the judge of this event, and we were supposed to go in time. And I talked to Tord after the matchup, since he was the caster of the stream. He was asking me, why didn't you attack and just pass the turn when I had Sation on board? The problem was that I had literally going in time and I was turn 0. And was basically up to who can take less price cards. And the person with less price cards in the top cut gets the win. So the problem was that Martin was basically getting an extra turn to have the choice to get the knockout into the last game or last turn of the game. Unfortunately, I did have a Sation powered up with 3 energies and the Cape of Toughness on board. But the problem was, he had the the opportunity to make a KO with Ludicolo and could one-shot my Sation with the Cape of Toughness on it. I think that was one of the turning point of the game where he basically had won the game, because I was basically away, like 1 turn away to using the Tool Scrapper on his Cape of Toughness to take a knockout on his Suicune. But unfortunately, he showed me the hand, so he knew that even if I would have taken the knockout, he still would have won the game. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the footage of the finals, and we can see how it went.
Så det kan hende vi kan faktisk se en Sweden angripe denne runden her. Det hadde vært ganske utrolig fra en Subble Pass. Men igjen, det her er Pokémon og alt kan skje. Martin har hatt ganske varme hender i dag, så det kan se ut som det kan fortsette her. Ser han hadde en ekstra energi fra den bøtta han spilte tidligere. Vi ser en Marnie og ikke en Melanie. Så det blir ikke noe angrep denne runden her, men han har vært satt seg opp veldig godt for neste runde her på et angrep neste runde. 5 nye kort, leter etter flere basic Pokémon her. Det hadde han lyst til å se. Helst av typen Lowtag og Sobble, men Suicune er heller ikke dårlig. Han vil ha et fullt fyll, og ha en backup-angriper, det er aldri en runde. Igjen, dette er finalen av de uoffisielle Norgesmesterskapet her på Eldorado, og vi har Martin mot Emma. Martin til venstre og Emma til høyre. Vi ser en ny research, en ny clean research, hvor vi ikke kaster et eneste kort, men bare trekker inn 7 ned. Vi ser hva vi finner her. Vi finner Incense. Veldig bra kort i den situasjonen her. Vi finner også Silver Maymarks. Vi har allerede attachet på runden dessverre, så det blir ikke noe sterkt angrep nå. Men det kan tyde på ganske gode ting som kan skje neste runde. Ser også en Lithium V. Men jeg lurer på om jeg så et par ressenergi på hånda til Emma, og den lista her, den spiller bare 2. gressenergi, så kan da dessverre ikke bruke Lifion, selv om det definitivt var å foretrekke for runden. Så ganske uheldig med den researchen der, samtidig som det trakk en god del kort, men finne begge gressenergiene som Lifion ikke kan gjøre noe, er rett og slett ganske uheldig her. Ja. Lurer på Martin litt spurte etter det, og var, ja. Nå fikk han bekreftelse på at det var faktisk grunnen til at Lifion ikke ble brukt, fordi de trakk inn i begge gressenergiene. Og Lifion kan kun hente gressenergi fra dette og legge på mannen. Så Martin går inn i Intelloen som han, det her er starteren hans, det er helten hans. Den Intelloen her. Skal nå se om han klarer å gjøre et eller annet utrolig ludicolo-opplegg. Kjører Incens på ludicolo. Det tyder litt på at han har en recandy klar også, som at han kan klare å få den keoen her på Ushibu. Hadde vært ganske bra. Ser også en Melanie på 3 kort. Men nå er det 4, 6, 7, så Candy Ludicolo og en retreat her, det er faktisk brannmål allerede det for KO. Finn fant også en ekstra solo, som får satsa opp litt bedre til neste runde. Har han turen for runden da? Har han en off-dottens? Jeg vet at han kan overleve litt ekstra. Så det ikke var fullt så lett for henne å ha O-price på noen runden her. Det ser ut som en ekstremt god start for henne. Har til og med en ballong på Lifion. Hånda ser ikke mye verre ut heller. Har en blazing, har en provide til å trekke inn i enda flere kort her. Håper ikke er for mye gressenergi, så du fortsatt kan bruke Lifion. Og det er heldigvis gressenergi igjen i dekket. Så vi ser en full benk, vi ser Emerald, vi ser Subian, Ushibu, alle de viktigste angriperne. Til og med 2 energi på banen. Dette er en ekstremt god start for Emma, som putter så mye press på Martin med en gang. Vi ser en attachment til aktiv sweeper. Og det er alt vi ser. Det er alt vi ser. Dette kan være hele gamet. Alt vi trenger nå er en V-max og et energi. Det er alt vi trenger. Da er gamet ferdig. Har Emma det. Vi er så close. Spiller ned hele hånda si. Har det ikke ennå, men ser veldig, veldig nærme ut. Vi trenger kun en V-max eller et energi, og så kan vi finne den andre biten, og det vil være game, set, match og turneringen. Corina får 5. Et energi eller V-max her vil fullføre det. 3 kort. Er det? Var det et energi? Var det en innsats? Var det noe som helst der? Jeg ser ingenting. Var det helt død hånd? Lever Martin med... Lever Martin? Det er utrolig. Jeg ser ingenting her. Det var de 5 blankeste kortene mulig å trekke. Martin redder seg med et nødskrik. Helt utrolig. Det var så mange outs for å finne game denne runden, men det ser ut til å ha vært en stor bom her. Må dessverre passe runden tilbake til Martin. Har Martin noen ting han kan gjøre? Han kunne spilt supporter i stad. Nå kan han ikke engang bruke sweepen. Han har en evolution instance, men han har ingenting å utvikle. Har Martin noe som helst han kan gjøre for å holde seg i liv her, og til vi vil finne energi for neste runde, da vil det være noe annet på den sviggen der. Har han noen ting å legge ned på benken? Har han noen ting han kan gjøre for å holde seg i liv her? Han har ingenting. Han må passe tilbake. Viser energi, og det er...
Wow.
First first off, I do want to congratulate Emma for winning the Pokeval event on 2021 with Sylvian Urshifu as well. Unfortunately, I didn't got any interview and I don't have the deck list, but I did get an interview with Tobias. So let's take a look on Tobias and see what he played for this weekend. So I'm sitting here with like former world champion Tobias here. Has been playing Suicune this weekend. And Tobias, can you tell the audience like what was the choice by playing Suicune this weekend?
I played Sweden because it has almost a 50-50 or better matchup in every matchup except Jolteon, and I wasn't expecting much Jolteon this weekend, so that's the reason for my pick.
Yeah. And I think as well, this is a really good choice, even for me as well. I was supposed to basically play this deck as well, but you guys did seems like a phenomenal job to like make this list. It seems. Like I don't know, what's the preferences from different lists you have seen, like for like other lists, like similar to this?
I've seen a lot of the lists playing no tool scrapper, and I haven't seen any list playing Fan of Waves, and that was one of my additions, and it really helped out this weekend.
Yeah.
It was one of the best cards in the deck.
So I don't know if the audience probably know you from like at this point. I know you won Worlds in 2017, right? Yeah, with the Gardevoir, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably tell a little bit of that matchup as well if you want to. Like how the Worlds performance would been like since you've been playing so long, and like how is that depends on like the standard format right now. What's your opinion on that?
Playing
Like different cards, like from how the standard format is right now to how they probably were been like for 3-4 years ago. Is it like pretty different from how you play the format right now, do you seems? Or
the format a couple of years ago when I won the Worlds was a format with a lot of stage 2, like Gardevoir and CGI. Even though they weren't slow, it was a Pokemon you built up to. But now it's much more basics heavy, and stage 2s are support, like the Inteleon and the Ludicolo, and that's a big difference because now you have to expect a KO maybe every turn.
yeah, but thank you so much, Tobias, for like getting the info on this. Thank you. So I wanted to say a huge thank you to Eldorado Esports and Pokemania for making this event. Let's take a look on the tournament packs that I got for top 8 and see if I get anything good. Let's start cracking these packs and see if I can open anything good for the tournament packs that we had. Just gonna move the pack outside. There we go. 1, 2, 3 to the front and turn it sideways there. Okay, we do have a Psychic Energy, Digging Gloves, Palpitoad. I can't even, I can't spell this name at all. Okay, Carvana, Gossifleur, Fletchling, Scraggy, Hippopotas, Elemental Badge. Well, it's still a playable standard card. And Talonflame. So nothing out of the first pack there. See the second pack here. Kokai out of the sides. Get the packs opened. 1, 2, 3, 4. Front to the front. And we turn it over. Fire Energy. Treasure Energy. Digging Gloves. Palpitoad, Ted Ursa, Cryogonal, Nickit, still can't spell the name, Rufflet, Sableye, ooh, a full face guard. That's pretty cool. Well, that's probably getting a sleeve. Give me 2 seconds here, if I can find anything. I wasn't definitely not expecting that. Well, there we go. I wasn't expecting gold cards in this set at all from these packs. Okay, let's open the third pack here. Okay. Let's set this aside. Code card there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it in front and turn it over. We have a Psychic Energy, Moon and Sun Badge, Pyroar, Vigoroth, Roggenrola, Psyduck, Swablu, Seedots, Woobat, Flabébé, and Smeargle. So nothing out of that pack either. I see a Zorua here. Okay. Another cool card to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Water Energy, Floette, Boldor, Aroma Lady, Zorua, Psyduck, Rafflet, Flabébé, Drowsy, Stoutland. I don't know if that is any good, but okay, we got the Zoroark. Well, this card is probably going to see some play in expand at some point because it can be played as another stage 1 Pokemon. So it can be really good with Whisperqueen and can basically take its place when it's basically in play. So that's actually really good. Let's open the 4th pack here. Okay. Go card to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. And flip it over. Fire Energy, Aroma Lady, Moon and Sun Badge, Pyroar, Kittyfly, Pikachu, Applin, Lillipup, Emolga, Reverse Holo Pyroar, and Drampa. So nothing out of that pack either. So far we have just gotten the golden card, but that's fine. Okay. Third last pack, I guess. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the front. Flip it over. Lightning Energy. Still the card we can't pronounce. Moon and Sun Badge. Toy Catcher. This is actually a good card because you can drag up Pokemon with 50 HP or less. I'm gonna set this aside. Raggenrola. Wobbuffet. Hoppip. Swablu. Zorua. Reverse Holo Fletchling. And Flapple. Well, I have been playing like a tournament with this. It done okay in some Japanese tournaments and stuff. It's just a fun card, I guess, but nonetheless, this card is not that great. Okay. Let's open the second to last pack here and see if we can get anything with these packs. So far, it's been absolutely not that great, but you can't complain. It's tournament packs, and yeah, we shall see. Okay. We have a Darkness Energy, Hippowdon, Golduck, Herdier, Cryogonal, Petalil, Bergmite, Drowsy, Scraggy, Reverse Holo Fluffy, that's good. And I don't know how to pronounce this card, but what does this even mean? When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your opponent during this turn, you may each player shuffle their hand and put it onto the bottom, and then each player. So basically, this is a Marnie when you actually play this card. It's actually not that bad. Okay, last pack. I see a Mareep. Okay, go cut to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front. And let's open a Grass Energy, Golduck, Herdier, Single Strike Scroll. 300 damage for a fighting 2 metal and 2 colorless. Mareep, Boba Fett, Love Disc, still the card I can't pronounce, Hippopotas, Shelgon, and Emperos. So unfortunately, the only card, or the only two cards we actually did get, was Zoroark and the golden full face guard. Well, it's absolutely fine by me, but these two, well, this can probably get graded, I guess, at some point. If you would like to see more video like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and even do catch up with us on twitch.tv/TrickCoinTCG on Sundays when I do usually play the Sunday Open. Well, until next time, guys, see you.